So, I decided I wanted to play a little bit of Battle Brothers. I haven't played in probably a year. So, I wanted to play. I like Battle Brothers because it's a turn-based game. There's a lot of tactics to it. But you also get to kind of build what you want to build. So, you can build a ranged army, a melee army. But the main thing to start is you start out with a bunch of crap soldiers, and then you have to slowly level them up. And if you can't keep them alive, you're not going to get a better army. If you can't get a better army, you're not going to be able to take on difficult enemies, which means eventually you're potentially going to get wiped out. So it's a very fun game. I enjoy it. I think that's about all I'm going to say for now. So in this case, it's a peasant militia start. So it says, hunt down bandits, ward off raiders, trap wolves attacking the farmsteads, all in a militiaman's work. And if more is asked, then there is simply more to answer, all to keep your home of Stole safe. When a nobleman calls on you, you and a group of ad hoc fighters took to the field in a battle between highborn. You didn't know their names or their quarry, only that one mustered you and your men to the field. And so there you went. Unfortunately, a low-born man with spear and shield is little more than a peasant with misgivings of warriorship. Your militia was used to hold a contingent of enemy knights in place, while your own side's archers rained hell from above, hitting knight and peasant alike. After the battle, you and your men fled the fields for good. You took up arms as sellswords and swore to one another by blood pact you'd never have a highborn in your company. A mercenary band of motley men, and that is that. We are our own lords. Alright, so with this start, I get a nice army. Everybody's got some weapons, not a bunch. And typically what I like to do is kind of figure out what I'm dealing with for units. So what I typically do is I make some notes for myself. So this is going to be like he's going to only have about 73 melee at best. He could also be an archer. So we could try to make him an archer, but it's not likely. He's most likely never going to see success. He'll probably die a long time before he ever makes it that far. Let's see here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm figuring out who's got decent stats. So you typically, if you don't have any stars on your abilities, you typically are only going to go up about 20 points for melee, 30 points for range, 20 points for defense. So using that, I can estimate that these characters are going to get roughly into the 70s, for example, on their melee or range skills. Some characters are actually pretty decent. So I have a couple characters that might actually become a decent soldier in the future, but they have to survive long enough to make it. So, by putting a little notation next to them, it kind of helps me figure out who I should be trying to keep alive and who to sacrifice. Also, it reminds me of what everybody's build is kind of leaning towards. So, you know, like this guy could, in theory, be an archer, but not really going to be that great of an archer. And it's going to take forever to level him up to be an archer. So, kind of one of those, like, you could try. Oh, the hero. That's interesting. Let's see here. M82, R85, 27. Okay. So yeah, not a bad. Ortwin is certainly not a bad character. I don't know if he's good enough to really consider that important. Alright. So what I typically like to do, I find the guys that have the most potential, I put them in the back row. So like this guy here, he's kind of looking like he might be a tank. Because he's going to have a melee defense in the 30s. Alright. So none of these guys are super impressive. I do need some weapons if I expect these guys to live at all. So I've got some weapons, not nearly enough. So, we're near a town. Alright, so I can recruit more people, but I actually have plenty. It's mostly about trying to make sure they're not going to die. So the back row is safer. So you typically want to prioritize the back row for the people that actually have decent stats that you'd like to try to get to end game. People in the front, some of them could have good stats, like the gambler. I don't consider him bad, but the problem is I need some shields, and I need people who are going to do decently at tanking if I want to keep them on. Some of these characters are just bad. If ands or buts, the best they can do is die helping me. Yeah, like this guy right here, it's probably never going to be a great fighter. So let's see here. So what I'm going to do is see if I can buy any shields. I've got a couple shields I can buy. Got a spear, and I can buy by at least that much. Okay. So. So I might go ahead and hire out the beggar and the fisherman. And I might not get this guy, because that's a lot of gold up front. Alright. So take a look at these two. So this guy's nothing extraordinary. So M70. 70. 20. But realistically, he's not even worth worrying about his ranged abilities. And this guy actually has a decent melee attack, so M80 and 20. Okay. So this guy's actually decent enough. He's worth trying to keep alive. Guys that actually have some tankiness to them, I'm going to start them out with shields. In fact, the guys who are kind of tanky, I'm not going to worry too much about them attacking for now, because really their whole goal is to try not to die. Let's see here. Alright. I'm gonna leave Alvar's loot in his back pocket just in case. So I'm gonna take the easiest mission that's available. Alright, so it says Hubert of Stoll restlessly walks back and forth while explaining what troubles him. There's been an audacious act of thievery. The despicable brigands stole my demonic statuette, which is of immeasurable value to me. I implore you to hunt down those thieves and return that item to me. He lowers his voice to an insisting tone. Not only will you get paid handsomely, but you would also set the worried minds of the good people of Stoll to rest. What's this worth to you? He smiles. This will make you a rich man, my friend. It's 290 crowns when the contract is done. So then I need to follow the tracks and get the statue back. So I accept the contract. Alright. So now that I've accepted the mission, they have little feet that appear on the ground. That's what you follow. And then it's typically good to stay on the road. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Ah, the thieves are quite human. A simple crew of vagabonds and brigands. They arm themselves as you order your men to attack. Your scout reports that he's seen the following: many brigand thugs. So this is not just flavor text, this actually helps give you a warning. So if you have a scout report, you'll get an idea of what all you're going to fight. And sometimes, if it's a horribly outbalanced match and you have shit soldiers and you're outgunned, you just fall back and say, I'm not fighting that because I'm about to die. In this case, it's 7 thugs. I have like 14 soldiers. This is about as good as I'm gonna get. Now that being said, even though that's 7 guys, I'm gonna lose a lot of people in this fight. Like, guaranteed. So about the best I can do is set myself up to where, let's see, maybe I can hit one of them. Nope. So they're going to start yeah, there we go. So they're going to start charging at me. So my goal is to let them wear themselves out running at me and not charge into them. So Let's see here. So their guys are slightly better equipped than mine. So I have to hope. Okay, see, I stabbed him pretty good. Alright, so this guy, Horst, he's okay. I don't really care if I lose him or not. Okay, so Horst got lucky and he hit the guy. Okay. Oh, see, I got lucky with that one too. Okay. So Alvar, he's not really anything special. So if I'm lucky, I might hit this guy. Nope. Alright, so this guy right here, he's kind of the most dangerous out of all the brigands. I'm gonna throw the net on him. So what that does, I don't know if I can highlight that? Yeah, you can't really... There needs to be an easier way to highlight what that means. So he's trapped in a net, so that's a debuff. Seems like I should be able to highlight. That's actually helpful too. Oh, maybe I can show my center camera. Okay. Seems like there should be a way to show what that benefit is. So trapped in a net, it debuffs him. It makes him have a harder time blocking my hits. So it actually decreases his stats, and it seems like I should be able to see that somehow. You can't read it from there. Alright, so I have a 68% chance to hit. Oh, I got lucky again. Okay, so now they're down to 5 people. Okay, so here's where the bad stuff starts. Yeah, see, that guy's about to die. So what I want to do is I want to hurry up because I need to kill some of these guys before. Ah, see, there we go. So he panicked because I got behind him. So that's good. So if I can get... Okay, there we go. So, for example, I've got... I've done extra damage. So the fact that I'm surrounding their soldiers, and I've done damage to them, means they're starting to panic. So the more they panic... Oops. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Okay. So now, they can't hurt me anymore. They're all freaked out. They're all trying to run. Means it's going to be easier to hit them. And I'm no longer going to start taking critical damage from any of them. And if they try to run away, I've got guys surrounding them so I can punch them or kill them with weapons. So, I think I have a... Oop, don't have a clear shot. So friendly fire is a thing in this game. Yeah, okay. So I actually got really lucky. So you'll notice, I forget which guy it was. So he took 55 health damage, right? I think it was him. So he got a pierced lung out of that battle. But luckily he didn't die. So I got the enemy to panic before they killed any of my soldiers. And now I got a bunch of weapons. So what that does for me so I can now upgrade my characters. And I can give, for example, my front row, I can give them more shields. I believe a short sword actually gives me additional hit chance. Yes. Okay. And I'm gonna give some of my characters daggers. Okay. And then I'm gonna give this guy a bonus weapon and this guy a weapon. So what this will do, you can't really rely on ranged too much, especially at the beginning of the game. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is have my ranged guys have a melee weapon so that if they can use it, they will use it. So. But yeah, I got really lucky. First fight out, nobody died. Normally, you kind of expect people to die, because I don't have good gear, and I don't have good soldiers. So, yeah. Alright, so I need a little bit of tools. I've got enough food to last me 2 days. Probably go ahead and buy the fish. And can't really afford a whole lot right now. So I could buy hats to try to help keep the people I want to stay alive from dying. I'm gonna take off some of the gear from the back row and give it to the people in the front row, because I need them to live at least long enough to level up the people in the back. Okay. So, Yeah, so that's the basics of the game right there. Now, there were no more missions available at Stoll, so I'm going to go to Loot and Dock. Okay. And I could try to kill that. See how it says a few brigand thugs and some brigand poachers? So I could try to kill that. And I'm gonna do it at night. Okay. See, because what I'm scared of is I'm scared of their archers. Alright. So realistically, because they have archers, I'm probably going to lose some soldiers. Now the good thing is, see this nighttime? There's minus 30% range skill. So, because of that, I have a good chance of not dying. Just because they have arrows. I also have the ability to get high ground, so I'm going to try to get the high ground. Now, one of the downsides is I don't have good ranged weapons. I also don't have good shields. So normally, if you had proper shields, you could actually use your shields to kind of make a shield wall. These are not that good. So I'm gonna have to just live with what I've got. And see, watch, they're gonna start shooting shit at me here in a second. Okay. Maybe they aren't gonna... Oh, no, see, I knew they were gonna do it. Okay, see, he's got a good shield, so he did a shield wall there. I can't do that. Alright. So... Alright, so this guy's not very good, so I'm gonna move him up. So the thing I have to be careful of is even though I outnumber them, I could very quickly get in trouble. Alright. And I don't want this guy to just keel over dead, so even though he's not a high-value soldier, I don't want to just have him die. So I'm going to try to keep him alive as much as possible. Yeah, see? So that's in the darkness, and that fucker still being very accurate. Which is bullshit. Because my characters can't do that. Alright. So... don't want to get too close too fast. So I'm going to move up. Let's see if I can hit anybody with... Yeah, see, I only have an 18% chance to hit. So I am going to have to engage, but what I want to do is stay... Let's see, so yeah, he's got a pretty good chance of dying if I'm not careful. So let's keep the guys with shields to the front. And ideally, what we want to do is I want to surround this guy with the sword. See, that's the problem. Okay. So I need to hurry up. I might be able to pull that off. So I might... Okay, good. I got lucky on a hit. So what I don't want to have happen is they got 6 guys, and it looks like 5 of them are basically ranged. One's still melee. What I want to do is I want to move in, get ready to attack. But like this guy is probably going to kill me. So I don't want to get this guy killed. He's only got 21 health. Alright. I gotta roll the dice and hope that nobody gets lucky. Alright, so I got 66% chance to hit the thug. Okay, I got him in the face. So he's lost his helmet. Okay, I can bring this guy up. He's got full health. Alright, so if I bring this guy up, I gotta be careful, because he can't really take a stab, so maybe I can put him in here? Alright. And what I need to do is I need to hurry up and cause them to panic. If they panic, I might not lose any people, but otherwise I think they're about to mess me up. See? That's what I was afraid of. So he just killed one of my guys, and there was not a whole lot I could do about it. I missed, what, 2 or 3 melee attacks, and I missed. So, yeah, it's gonna get you killed. See, that was a 56% chance, and I missed. Alright, so this guy... Okay, I got lucky on that one. Alright, and I'm gonna smack him in the face. Okay, so I got him. They've got 4 guys left. I only lost 1 guy, so it's not too bad. Okay, see, they're gonna start running. so this guy's got a pretty good chance of dying if I'm not careful. Okay, so now they're starting to panic. Okay, so that's good. If they panic, then they're not going to be able to attack. What I want to do is get in there. I might be able to shoot from here. Okay. Okay, so I got him panicked. But remember, this guy can't take any hits, so I don't really want to get him up close to somebody unless I can actually make sure that the person's not going to hit back. So... Okay, I don't think I can do anything else this turn. Alright. Okay, so now he's panicked. Okay, good. So now... So all that's left is 2 people. So now, the only thing left to do is go chasing after the guy that's trying to run. Okay. So I thought I lost somebody. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, I'm just not used to having that, a full screen of people. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so there he is. Yeah, so he died. Unfortunately, yeah, he didn't never kill anybody. He took part in one battle before he died, but that's pretty much what happens to your soldiers. They're not able to hit, or you make a bad judgment. Alright, but the good thing is, I got a bunch of loot. Right? So, that was not a quest, that was just me finding a random attack, playing it out. Now, the good thing is, I think this guy is one of the guys I want to keep alive. So... Alright, so my front row has people that at least have stats now. Alright, I'm not going to waste effort on getting him up to ranged. It's just a pretty much just like piss on a fight, put it out. Alright, so instead I'm just going to focus on health, defense, and it's like I probably need to focus on some... This guy's going to panic too much. Alright. Now I probably want to give him a sword. It's not very accurate. Or I can give him a spear. Spear gives him a plus 20% chance to hit. That would be better. Clubs. Let's see here. Okay, I need to give him his perk. I can give him Colossus. Try to make him more likely to live. Alright, I'm going to give him Colossus, so that'll give him more health. Because this is my tanky front line, even though it's not very tanky. Okay. And what I like to do is I like to equip guys with extra gear if they can potentially use it. So daggers are for killing enemies that have gear you. Clubs are for knocking people out. Let's see here. That's about it for now. So I'm going to continue on to village. Alright, so there's 2 missions available. I'll go ahead and sell some of the stuff I got. So thick tunic is something to consider buying. I don't necessarily spend that kind of money on it, but like a thick tunic has 35 health, which is a lot more than what my guys are currently wearing. In fact, realistically, I should be taking the guys in the back. So the guys I want to live a while. This guy is a 71/3, so he's got a decent chance of being a tank. Same with this guy. Some of these others, not really worth thinking about. So we're really basically just scraping from the bottom of the barrel. So I don't know that I should spend 100 gold on something I can't really afford right now, but it's something to consider. Let's take a look. We probably should try to get a new soldier. So we got a beggar. Probably gonna have to go for him because we can't really try now. We could try the grave digger. We also don't have a lot of money, so let's see what we got for missions. Alright, Friso the merchant angrily shakes his head. Brigands have been tearing up these parts for far too long. I sent a lad Siegfried's son to go find them, and you know what? Only his head came back. Of course, the idiot brigands sent one of their own to deliver it. We captured and interrogated him, so now we know where they're at. The man leans back, peddling his thumbs over one another in thought. I do not have the men, but I do have the crowns. What say I slip some your way, and you slip a sword theirs? What is Lutendock prepared to pay for their safety? Rest assured, what I'm offering you is now is a fine prize for your work. It's 360 crowns when the contract is done. Alright. Drive off brigands in Bloodwolf's port west of Lutendock. I accept this contract. Alright, so this could be a mistake, could not be a mistake. So ideally, oops, here we go. As the company takes a break, you decide to address the men. Brothers, I want everyone to know the clan Tretton are not just cutthroats and errand boys, but skilled fighters of the First Order. Words of our deed must spread. The merchants and noblemen are begging us to take their contracts. What do you tell the men the company will set out to do? Let's see here. We need a battle standard so that we're recognized from afar. Having one be made is costly, so we shall gather 2,000 crowns for this. Okay. So we'll start with that. Alright. So, we got many brigand thugs and a few brigand poachers. So I don't really want to get my ass shot. And this guy... he is an M6722, so he's garbage. Yeah. So this guy's pretty much not going to do anything other than get shot at. Okay. So what I'm going to do is set up camp and wait till nightfall, because I don't want to get shot. Okay, so evening, dusk, and night. Okay. Okay, many brigand thugs, a few brigand poachers. Okay. Hopefully... okay, 9, we can deal with 9. Okay. And I took away their most valuable asset, which is archery. So one of the things you should do, you need to show, let's see here, you need to highlight blocked tiles sometimes, because it's hard to tell with the art whether what you're looking at is a blocked tile or not. So you want to know for sure that you're dealing with a blocked tile. Alright, so that is 7 of them. Two, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so number 9 is probably right there. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to let the enemy get the advantage. So, you know, we've got pretty much a decent line of soldiers. So we want to make sure no matter what comes at us, we always have about the same number of men. fighting them. Alright, and I'm not moving forward any more than that. We're still missing one guy. Alright, so somebody's still hiding. There he is. 2. Alright, there we go. So we got all 9. So this group in the middle, bottom middle, that's the one that's kind of the most deadly at this point. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be moving anybody else this turn. So what we want to do is we want to get at least 2 guys engaged with this guy in the center. Let these guys move down on our wall. They have to move 3 tiles. We were going to come around with these 2 from the bottom. So the biggest problem we have is these guys with little shields, they can't really block anything. So that's a problem. Yeah, see? You got fucking lucky. I don't get lucky, they get lucky. Okay. So what I'm gonna do... So this guy, Guntram, he got hurt pretty bad, so he might already have to bow out of this fight. Alright, and I'm going to put up a spear wall. So what that does is that basically says nobody can come into these 3 tiles on their turn. Because if they do, they're going to get stabbed. Now, it doesn't mean that they won't, it just means that they're less likely. Back up, but he's not really going to be able to do it. I have to hope that they are not able to get a lucky shot in on him. Okay. Getting lucky. Alright, so I'm gonna put up my shield, try to block the side. Alright, that's what I was afraid of. So Guntram is about to die. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Alright. So... don't have a way to save him. So Horst... I don't know if I can really do much. Let's see. Maybe I can put him here? So he's about to die. Guntram is a dead man. That's not good. Okay. gonna be bad. Okay. So... okay, I can try to stun this guy. Nope. Okay, so the brigand thug is about to go down. Okay. This is ugly. Okay. So I got him. Oh, yep, Guntram's down. So much for Guntram. Okay. Lung butter. Yum. Ugh, still coughing that up from a week ago. Okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys up to the north. And pretty much everybody they're fighting is potentially gonna die. Okay. Yep. Oh. Didn't die, but getting close. Okay. Well, I don't want to lose any more people. Oh boy. Not good. Okay. So I swapped him over to another weapon. Oh, I got lucky. Okay, that's a start. Nope, he's about to die. Oh boy. And he's bleeding. He might be dead before the next turn's over. Okay. So, what do we got here? I can't be messing like that. That's not good. I think that's 3 guys I've lost. Okay, so he's down. Alright, so they got 3 guys up there. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Oh. Okay. Oh, come on. I mean, I do want to keep my tank. Okay. Alright. So, okay, there we go. Okay, so they got 3 guys left. Okay, it looks like they might be retreating. Oh, he's about to die, yep. Oh. Okay, so it looks like they might be retreating. Because they realize they've lost. Okay, that guy's definitely panicked. I don't really want to go after the guy that's confident. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to catch anybody at this point. It's over. I can't catch anybody. Okay. So, I lost 3 people. Out of the 3 people I lost, Guntram was really the one I cared about. Casimir might have been an okay character, but that would have taken him all the way to level 11 before it would have been even decent. And then he would have been like a polearm crossbowman. It wouldn't have been a great guy. And this guy, he wasn't that great to begin with. I knew he was basically fodder. So Egil, I could go ahead and retire him. So... okay. So Egil, let's go ahead and retire you. Alright. So, this guy... kind of torn. He really does not have good melee defense. He'll never have good melee defense. Could just give him health, which is not ideal, but at least it's something. Let's see here. I guess I'll give him Colossus. This guy, yeah, see, he got a bad roll melee, but he got a good roll for hit points. Bad roll for defense. Should I even bother with it? Let's see here. R80. So I could go ahead and make him like a crossbowman. Maybe a pikeman. Still never going to be a great soldier. Okay. Yeah, let's just give him health. Got to try to keep these guys alive for a while. Alright, and I think... So you can see why they're unhappy. Yeah, so 3 people died in battle, so therefore... That's why they're unhappy. Alright, so return to Lutendock. Okay. So yeah, you're getting the idea. Like I've got a really ramshackle army. Just a bunch of amateurs. Friso the merchant opens the door for you as you get to his home. He's got a satchel in hand and holds it up. I take it by your return the brigands are dead. You nod. The man heaves the satchel your way. You tell him you could be lying. Friso the merchant shrugs. Could be, but word travels fast for those who bite the hands that feed. Good work, sellsword, unless you're lying, of course. Then I'll come find you. You gain 360 crowns. Lutendock no longer has ambush trade routes. Crowns well deserved. Alright. So... Let's see here. Probably should get at least 2 people. Alright. And then this guy, he's like an M73 R79. So 20, let's see here. 28. So he could be an okay multi-range melee. It's never going to be great. Okay, and then this guy here. That's good. So he's a drunkard, so he does extra damage. Okay, so M76 R20. Okay. So not horrible, not bad. Alright. So 7732, that's the guy I want to put in better armor. Let's see. So I'm going to put this guy in some decent armor because I want to keep him around a while. Give him that so he has a decent chance of hitting. Okay. So, was there a tavern here? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna get everybody drunk. Try to to get people back into good spirits. Okay. And then new mission. I'm all in. Man walks up to you and holds a scroll halfway between he and you. My name is Markolf, representative of Friso the Merchant, speaking on behalf of the good people of Lutendok. We seek your services, mercenary. I'm all ears. Friso the Merchant's study is lit by a warm fire. He offers you a seat and a goblet of wine, both of which you take. Sellsword, you're familiar with how dangerous the roads are these days. By the gods, that is some good wine. You nod and try to hide your astonishment. Friso the Merchant smiles tersely and continues. Good, then you'll understand this task I have for you. I need a caravan escorted along the roads to Goldfest, about a day from here. Pretty simple, right? Do you have time for it? Let's talk if you do. Rest assured that what I'm offering you now is a fine prize for your work. It's 180 crowns when the contract is done. Alright, I'll go ahead and accept that contract. And I can't really afford anybody else. Okay. Okay, so not horrible. Traveling, you like to keep your men fresh with the occasional training exercise. Unfortunately, while practicing a riposte, Reinhold managed to stick himself in the foot. The man appears even more hurt by the embarrassment. At least he didn't kill himself. Okay. Having reached Goldfest, the caravan's wagons are immediately unloaded and their goods taken to a nearby warehouse. Once it's all cleared out, the leader of the group hands you a satchel of crowns. Thanks you for making sure the passage was a safe one. Crowns well deserved. Okay, there's not going to be any work here for me, unfortunately. And I'm going to go ahead and sell off the furs that I got. Go ahead and sell off the shitty hat axes. Need a bunch of bows and staff slings. Okay. So probably buy one thing of tools. Pretty good on food. Those bandages are way overpriced. Okay. Looks like they do have some gear here. So that's good. Don't know how much of it I can afford. But still. Alright, so what do they got for people? A gravedigger and a vagabond. Okay. So gravedigger is M76. 24. And Bernard is a M7620. Okay, so not very good. I might put Thorisman on the back. Okay. Hold on here. That's better. Bernard might get himself killed pretty quick if he's not careful. nice to have 2 more people, but I can't really. Okay. So. Can't afford any of that. Alright, so the nearest town is over here, Satel. All right. I can't afford any of those. Okay, so he wants me to take the cargo back to Luton Dock. Okay. So realistically, if anybody challenges me for this stuff that I'm hauling, I'm basically gonna have to just surrender it to them. I do not have the ability to fight off anybody right now. I'm gonna need medical supplies soon. Arm guards, Satel. Okay. Got anybody worth hiring? This is a rat catcher. Okay, let's try the beggar. Probably the rat catcher. Alright, so the rat catcher. No, this isn't bad. M81. So he could be valuable someday. This guy is M6730. That's not bad. So even though he's a beggar, he's not too bad off overall. Okay. So the biggest problem really is I don't have a lot of armor. Let's see. Okay. Might need to see if I can get some medical supplies. Alright, let's get rid of a couple of items. And medical supplies are pricey. Alright, let's go back to Satel. Could have fought the nomads, probably would have needed to make sure that they didn't have archers first. 7 wouldn't have been too bad. Something bad is happening over here. so I got food. Okay, so this is an example of where we're gonna run. Why? I'm not ready to deal with a bunch of fucking skelly boys. That ain't happening. So, time to retreat, motherfucker. Now, if my characters were, say, level 4? Yeah, maybe if my guys were all level 4, and I had swords and spears, maybe a couple axes, I could consider fighting them, but no. 9 fucking skellies? That ain't fucking happening. Not yet. All my guys are gonna do is fucking miss. Miss and die. So, no. Hell, even if I had proper shields... well, okay, let's see. If I had proper shields and proper armor on all my characters, then even then, maybe it would be worth considering. But I don't have any of that. So no. Fuck you. I ain't doing that. Okay. That's a situation where the game says, hey, we're gonna try to trick you, because if you're stupid enough to fight this army, you're about to die. Because I'm only on day 6. Okay. Go ahead and buy that shield. Okay. It's a little bit much on the money. Alright, so I need somewhere I can get a job. So this place doesn't look like there's a dock. Oh, I might have to go up to Markdorf. Okay. It's a long way to go. Alright, so there's a few brigand poachers, and it's nighttime. Okay, so I think this is a good point to end my day. I think I can fight this. It's not the worst thing to fight in the world. So yeah. That could pay off for me. There's only 6 of them, so I outnumber them quite a bit. If people die, that's probably a good thing, because I have 16 people I'm currently paying for. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. So you get the idea about how the game is. The beginning is really the biggest slog out of it, because you have to keep your soldiers alive long enough for them to level and get gear to where you can actually fight enemies and go toe-to-toe with monsters. If you can't keep your guys long enough to level, all you're doing is replacing soldiers constantly, then just party never gets stronger, you never get leveled up to where you can handle tougher enemies, and you just fail. So it's a fun game. I like it. Definitely gives you like a anything can happen type feel to a game. And you can either go for shitty soldiers and level them up and try to make them okay, or you can try to get like the best pick of the litter and make like a super army. But I enjoy it. It's fun. I recommend it. Have a good night.